So, welcome to Study Guide Forum. So today we'll be looking at solubility. The calculation we have here is calculation that relates to solubility, and we know that solubility of any substance or solute is the amount of that solute that will saturate 1 dm cube of a solvent at that particular temperature. The temperature is very important because solubility varies depending on temperature. So the amount, whether it's in mole or in grams, that will saturate a solvent, 1 dm cube of a solvent or 1000 cap of a solvent at that particular temperature, gives us what the solubility of that substance. Now we have series of calculations that has to do with what solubility. So we have about two of them. Say calculate the solubility of 50 grams of copper 2 tetrosulfate 6 dissolved in 200 grams of water at 100 degrees Celsius. So now what we do here, notice that the water is in grams, but then we can also find out what it means in what cm cube. Now remember, the density of water is 1 gram per cm cube. Per cm cube, that means mass. Remember that density is always mass over volume. That means mass over what volume. Our mass here is 200 grams. 200 grams over what volume, which we don't know, equal to 1 gram per cm cube. So if we cross it over, what we have here will be 1 gram per cm cube times volume will give us 200. Making volume the subject of the formula, the volume the subject of the formula will have 200 over 1 gram, 200 gram over 100 gram per cm cube. This gram will cancel out. Then what we have will be 200 cm cube. That is the volume that saturated that was saturated by 50 grams of copper sulfate. Now what we do now is to calculate this. So if it's so, it means that 200 cm cube was saturated by 50 grams of copper sulfate. So if it's saturated by that, we have what will 1000 cm cube be saturated with? 1 gram will saturate 1000 cm cube. Then we say 1000 over what? 1000 is equal to 50 over 200 times 1000 over 1. This will cancel out. Then we have that will give us 5. The two zeros cancel out. This will have what? We have 5. 5 multiplied 50. What we have there will be what? 2, 2, okay, 250 grams. To be 250 grams. So this 250 grams now is the amount that is in grams now. So to get the solubility in mole per dm cube, what we do now, solubility of copper sulfate at what 100 degrees Celsius will then be 250 over what 160, which is the relative molecular mass of it. That will give us, what are we going to get now? Let me use the calculator and do this. We have a 2 divided by 160. That will give us equal to 1.5 gram mole per dm cube. That's for this first one. So let's go to the second one. The second one, we have we say that if 20 grams of 2-triazonitrate 5 dissolved in 40 cm cube of water at 20 degrees Celsius, find the solubility of the solute in mole per dm cube. So what we're going to do, so now what we're going to do now is to find out the amount of in grams that can dissolve 1000, that can saturate 1000 cm cube of the 2-triazonitrate. Now before we continue, if you are joining us for the first time, we encourage you to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, we encourage you also to do that. And then if you have any question, you can leave it as a comment there. We will always attend to you. And then you share, like, and then make sure you let people know about us. So um, here now, let's go back to what we're talking about. In this one, we have 40 cm³ of water. We saturated. We saturate what? 20 grams of what? Copper. Is that copper? No, no more copper this time, please. That's lead 2 triazonitrate. So 1000 will then be saturated by, we saturate 1000, that means 20 over 40 multiplied by 1000. This one can just take over that 0 and 0, 4, and this will have 25. 25 multiplied 20 will have 500. Now we'll talk about the solubility. Now the solubility, to get the solubility in mole per dmq, according to that question there, solubility of lead 2 triazonitrate 5 at what? 20 degrees Celsius will then be 500 over what? 207. That will give us 500 divided by 207. Is that what it's supposed to be? No, no, this is not. There's any mistake there. This should be 331. 331. Oh, why did I get that? Oh my God, this should be that. I'm sorry about that anyway. That will give us 500 divided by 331. So what we have is equal to 1 point mole per dm cube. So actually, to get this relative molecular mass, we have to consider lead. Lead is what? 207. Nitrogen is 14. And then this other one, we have nitrogen. Then since it's 14, then 2 multiply 14. And then we have 16 here. 2 times 3 is 6. That means 16 times 6. Everything, when you sum it up together, you have 331 gram per mole. All right, thank you so much for being part of the class, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Please leave your question as a comment. We'll always get to you. Thank you so much.